Number 1. There is another new work from the famous publishers Hype Train and Truck World Studios. Meet Truck World Australia. Now, obviously, this is a exploration immersive sim driving and racing game, but mainly your set of actions in this game are to travel across Australia behind the wheel of a road train. Now you'd be asking why? What you'd be doing in this game is hauling extreme cargoes across thousands of miles, and the best part is actually exploring the Outbreaks wilderness. Truck World Australia is coming to PCs possibly early next year. Sitting on Steam with a demo. Number 2, we have Star Trucker. I don't believe we've ever mentioned this game before, so as unlikely as it may seem at first glance also, it's the same story with the first game in the list. With this one, it's an automobile transportation space sim or science fiction style truck sim published by Raw Fury. Star Trucker might just be the best game in the list today, my opinion. Like, the array of customization options in this game are insane. Not to mention the setting is even better. Check it out. This game's said to be coming out to PCs only within 2024.
He's trying to get there before he loses all his songs. The sun that was blazing on the side of the road. He took his breath, but it might just take his soul. Oh, yeah. She was a hitchhiker on the bright side. She had a name that left him blind. She was a supernova on the corner playing a game. If he ain't careful now, he'll be
Great job. Glad to see you finally made it.
He'll be lost in the lane.
Coming in at number 3, we have Heavy Cargo Truck Sim. It's a simple deal with this one. Your job is to deliver and transport organized cargo through an extensive, freely accessible and live open world over 200 square kilometers. Or maybe that is including a dynamic weather, day and night cycle. It's not just a moving part, however, loading and unloading cargoes using cranes is also a part of your job. This game is said to be coming to PCs exclusively within 2024 as well.
Explore, walk, drive, sail, fly, or free camp to anywhere on Earth.
Number 4, we've got a actual VR supported sandbox open world building, management, and also transportation sim game. Basically, the whole 9 yards if developers could eventually deliver in a game called Outerra. As developers said, Outerra World Sandbox gives you the whole world to use as canvas to create, explore, and share. You can create trains and share it online or download the creations of others. Technically, it's a huge collection of raw material through history.
Share your creations via the Steam Workshop and contribute to an ever-changing world with your own vision. Outerra World Sandbox. The world you create.
Quick mention of Reese's short trailer. Number 5, we have Zarya. It's actually a narrative sim game, and despite the looks of it, the more important part is it's a simple rural top-down driving game in a post-Soviet style where your job is to deliver packages along country roads and assist the villages, so you can earn money and etc. Oh yes, a heavy truck simulator is a realistic ATV, mining, and somewhat cargo sim game where you can drive, repair, and customize heavy-duty quarry machines and vehicles. Just like other games in the list, you have bigger goals, not just moving from point A to B, but actually to develop your own mining empire and expand your business even further by creating a network of mines. All that by simply just finishing tasks at hand. Check it out, this game is coming to PCs exclusively as well sometime soon.
You might know me from the TV show Ice Road Truckers. In the unforgiving heart of Alaska, you'll find people who keep the North moving. The Alaskan truckers.
Sitting on Steam with very mixed reviews since October last year. Number 7, we have Alaskan Road Truckers, coming to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series in a few months we hear. In case you have missed it, this game is an open world transportation sim set in Alaska. It actually offers a very beautiful nature with a lot of forests and lush environments as well. It's a smooth game, not only that, as far as mechanics go, and it's pretty realistic too. What we do not recommend, however, is you do not go for this game if you are looking for high replay and long replayability. It does actually get quite boring.
Massive logs and heavy machinery take on the toughest delivery jobs on the planet and become one with your truck through storms, through snow. Earn every mile. Develop your trucking business and make a lasting mark on Alaska. When the sun sets over this frozen wilderness, and when you've conquered every challenge the road throws at you, that's when you know you've become an Alaskan trucking legend.
This is how legends are made.
Plow project, or just Plow, we recommend to those of you looking for a rather fresh experience. It's as simple as the title can suggest. It's a snowplowing realistic sim game, pretty good for shifting mood. It's a rather slow-paced sim game that takes place during a quiet snowstorm, with a lot of focus on driving and operating machinery in a realistic manner, in order to just keep the roads and streets safe by clearing snow and ice. Check it out, this game is coming soon as well. Coming to PCs exclusively early next year. Number 9, we have Real Truck Sim USA. I think it's available on mobiles right now. However, It's an indie developer's work, but an old team who's been making games over 4 years now. In fact, these developers have over 15 games in the making right now, if that even makes sense. Their new game over here is a rather family-friendly transportation but racing sim game with RPG elements or higher replay. This is how it looks. Coming up behind that at number 10, we have Offroad Delivery Service. I'm not sure if we have actually had this game in a list prior to this video, but you might want to know it's the new work of the famous developers of 911 Operator. Infection Free Zone, does that ring a bell? There's like 20 more games these developers have made on Steam. Their new one over here is a courier and off-road sim game in which you deliver various sizes of cargo to earn money and upgrade your equipments and vehicles. It's a good game, definitely worth to keep in mind.
The new age of the train, and railroad electrification is the way forward.
Moving on to number 11, we've got Railroad Corporation 2, actually the third railroad-themed game by the famous Ukrainian studio Corby Games, which is also the same folks who previously came out with Bounty Train, and also, well, the first part of Railroad Corp. Almost 5 years ago. The new game over here is set in the 20th century, instead of 19. There's evolved tracks, networks, and you can compete against your friends and online multiplayer, make a partnership, and work together in co-op.
Unprecedented speeds. Imagine what we can do, what you can do. Found cities, mine resources, and of course, transport goods. All that. Well, it sounds like quite the corporation. It just needs someone to build it.
Truck Maniac is actually available on Steam through a demo for almost 2 years now. Only last week, developers announced a full release until the end of the year on Steam. That being said, Truck Mechanic or Dendrith Paths is a truck driving sim game in which you play as a professional driver, but the actual focus on this game is on repairing and diagnosing problems with these vehicles. It's a good game, it's quite realistic, could definitely use some better driving physics. Haven't played this one yet myself, I'ma just read it off its developer's page on Steam. Illegal Transport Simulator is a game that will allow you to experience real road adventures, meaning there's gonna be a lot of cops involved. It's a very organized system where you just join gangs in the city and take on speed challenges as a professional illegal shipment driver, like the movie Drive. Anyway, you gotta be everywhere ahead of time. Check it out, this game is coming to PCs as well.
This is Railgrade, a new management sim that combines resource management with railway building.
Oh, Railgrade, first time mentioned over in our list, is available on Steam since October last year, with very positive reviews. Now, first of all, it's a train real-time strategy game, quite a bit inspired by the similar game Train Valley, where your job is to construct railroads, build cities, basically get resources from point A to B to make C. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy how things turn out. Kind of like The Settlers or strategy games. Anyway, Railgrade is one of the most satisfying games possibly ever made in its own kind.
Photorealistic graphics have arrived. Experience them today on your PC with RigScore. RigScore allows you to render the graphics of the future today.
Yeah, not available on Steam anymore for technical reasons apparently, but promised to be released fully within the year. RigScore is technically a benchmarking tool, so to speak, but as far as content and gameplay goes, it's a photorealistic racing sim game with ray tracing option. That's it. Here's the trailer. This game's a rather educational sim, and it's from the same developers of Artificial Extinction, which was a pretty realistic thing, but a very old and underrated game too.
The soundtrack to RigScore includes music by Memphis, Resonado, Zombie, Grid, Willix, Yama, Hope, Hidden Verses, Katrin, Yushi. Discover these artists and more with RigScore. Build your own cinematics by choosing a highly detailed model. Its color, the environment, the music and camera movement. RigScore includes 24 music tracks from the most talented underground electronic artists.
And of course, last but not least, those of you looking for a little bit of a shift, Endless Casual Drive, as it appears by the title itself, is a pretty basic solo journey, and all you have to do in this game is to focus on driving and enjoy it like it's a trip. You can set the time, the weather, the music itself, or even, kind of turn on automatic driving if you feel like you just need a break from everything. Check it out. This game is coming to PCs by the end of the year.